Hey guys, so I ended up working on 4 different Vulcan ovens today. They're like convection ovens that are used at a school. They told me one wasn't working at all and the other one was just not temping properly. So I went ahead and tested the gas pressure, made sure everything was cycling on properly, and that's the troubleshooting that you'll see in this video. So I just flipped it on. The current temperature is higher than the set temperature, so we have to turn that dial up until it says no ignition, and then it lights. You can see I'm reading off the manifold tap, and we're running at 5 inches of water column. Coming down a little bit. Seems pretty acceptable. We don't have any LED codes blinking on here, so I'm not sure what's going on with this thing. So still able to run 4 inches of water column with 2 burners going there, so that seems okay. Alright, so this Vulcan griddle was not heating. It would say on, it would say heat, it would never say no ignition. It would just kind of sit there running and never heat. You can see now it's starting to heat. I'm taking my temp reading right there because the thermostat for it is up in this corner here. So that's what you should do when you're watching this. When this is lit up, that means that the burner assembly is actually going. You can take this front cover off if you need to see the burner. I also checked the gas pressure and tested all 4 of these units, but this is the only one that was really not doing anything for us here. And the problem ended up being this transformer right here. You'll want to check on the primary side where the black wire and white wire go into the transformer, and you should be getting 120 volts there. And then coming out between the yellow and this other yellow here, which in this case they had one tied to ground and the other one tied to, where is it? Right here. This runs up through a limit switch up in the top of the unit before it sends power down here through the board and the valve, the ignition board. But basically between here and ground I wasn't getting 24 volts, which meant that this transformer was bad because I was getting 120 from here to here. So just double check your inlet voltage and outlet voltage on your transformer, because if that's not working you're going to get that same exact no heat condition. And then for checking the gas pressure, I'll show you how I did that on the other one, but you just take this plug out here and you can attach your manometer. It looks good. So here's what it should do when it's working properly. It should say the ignition light come on, it say heat, and it light. We're going to make it do it one more time so you can see the actual ignition take place. You couldn't quite see it, but this gray wire right here sends a spark, and then that orange wire is the flame sensor. Just uses flame rectification to verify that there's a flame present. So that's another thing. If it was lighting and then shutting off right away, that would mean you need to pull this assembly out and clean that flame sensor. So yeah, should be good to go on this. Just gotta put it back together. Check this out. To hold the wires up off the bottom here, they used not 1, not 2, but 3 of those little conduit fittings, just to keep that held up so that the insulation doesn't ever let the spark out. It's kind of interesting. You can see it overshot the temp point just a little bit. When this is off, then your burner should be off, just like that. And yeah, it looks good. But anyway, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.